Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and you have no idea who I am, my name is Chanel. I run a blog called CHANELFILES.com, and over here in this very small but growing corner of the YouTube world, we talk about God, fashion, luxury fashion. We do some vlogging. We love to work out. We love to eat healthy. We love to take care of our skin. And last but certainly not least, we love to live the blessed life. So if any of those things are of interest to you, then I would love and appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button down below. And while you're there, hit the bell notification so you're notified when I upload a new video. So as you guys can see from the title, today we are going to be talking about my fall winter 21 luxury wish list. I asked you guys over on Instagram if you would prefer to see this or like a trends that I'm over video, and literally it was 50-50. So I decided to go ahead and film this one first, and then I definitely will still follow up with the trends that I am over because girl, we have some things to talk about. Nonetheless, in this video, I'm just gonna be sharing with you guys some things that I would ideally love to pick up for the fall and winter season. Honestly, I can tell you right now, I'm probably not gonna get all of these things because they're all expensive and yeah. But I did wanna just share with you guys some things that I would love to get my hands on. More than likely, some of these I will be waiting until sale season because why would I pay full price? Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get into it, this bracelet is super loud, but it literally took me like 45 minutes to put it on. So if you hear her clicking and clacking, I'm sorry, but sis, we gonna just have to get through it. So now let's go ahead and get into it. I will start off with shoes, and then we will go to outerwear and accessories. I don't have a lot of clothing that I would like to get. It's mainly just shoes and accessories. So let's go ahead and just kick off the shoe category. Now, this first pair of shoes is actually a pair of shoes I ordered back in August, and if I am just being so real with you guys, I completely regret returning these shoes because I still want them, and of course they are back to being full price, and that is a pair of Stella McCartney platform boots. And of course, images will pop up right over here for your viewing purposes. But yeah, you guys, like I said, I ordered these back in August. So this was at the end of the sale season, the end of the summer sale season. And like I said, you guys, that was probably one of the dumbest decisions that I have made, returning those shoes. I had those shoes in my wish list pretty much all of the spring and summer season, and I knew at some point they were going to go on sale, and they did. And I got them for, I believe it was like $275 or $280 before tax. And to be honest, the only reason that I returned those boots was because they were a little too big, and they were too big even after I had put on like my thickest cable knit sock. So I kind of just felt like, okay, yes, I want this boot. Yes, it's like 65 or 70% off, but it doesn't really fit exactly the way I want to, and I'm clearly wearing my thickest pair of socks. So let me not be pressed. Let me not spend money on something that is really not fitting how it should, and maybe next fall and winter season, I'll come across them again at the same price. Dumbest decision ever, okay? Don't be like me. Don't be like her. They are currently back on the market. I want to say like Matches has them, Net of course has them. I'm sure my Teresa, pretty much all of the big hitters have this ankle boot. And you guys, these are retailing for $700 or $800. And if you don't know anything about Stella McCartney, all of her pieces are vegan leather, vegan shearling. She does not use real anything, whether it's leather or shearling or suede, nothing is real. Okay, it's all vegan leather. And this is my problem, and this is like a low-key tangent, but I feel like it has to be said. Why are brands and designers charging so much money for things that are not real? It's one thing to invest and obviously spend your money on something that is leather, that is real fur, that is real shearling, whatever it may be. But why are you charging me? Or why are you asking me? Because I'm not paying that. So why are you asking me to pay $800, $700, or upwards of that for something that is not even real leather or real fur or real shearling? Like, I need you to make that make sense for me. Nonetheless, obviously, I was totally willing to pay the price that I did because, again, like I said, before tax, I want to say they were $275, and then, of course, California tax took me to $315 or $320. I still want those boots. I think they are so cool. If you do not know, platform everything is a huge trend for this coming fall and winter season, and that is definitely something that we will absolutely continue to see going into the spring and summer season. If you don't know, I talked about the biggest spring summer 22 trends over on Pop Sugar. I will leave those links down below. Y'all, I'm telling you right now, platforms are not going anywhere. So if you want to get your hands on a pair of platform shoes, sis, I highly recommend doing it now. Nonetheless, I obviously would love to get my hands on those boots. So I currently have them in a couple of wish lists, just spread across some retailers. Ideally, I still want the brown. It's a beautiful brown. It is definitely like my kind of brown. Perfect for the fall and winter, but this is absolutely a brown you can honestly wear year round. I love that it has this really thick rubber sole on the bottom, and yeah, you guys, I want those boots. So there's that about these Stella McCartney boots. And of course, I will leave links down to everything below. So the second pair of shoes that I would love to get my hands on, and I'm telling you right now, I am absolutely not paying retail for these, but they are the Row. I don't know if it's the Sabat or the Sabot, Sabot. I don't know how to pronounce it. Nonetheless, it is a pair of chunky slides from the Row. You guys know I talked about chunky shoes, specifically chunky mules / chunky slides in my fall winter essentials video. And you guys, I want these mules. I'm not gonna lie. I do have a couple of pairs saved in my wish list over on the Real. I wanna say that these are, I don't know that this is like a current season style. I feel like this may have come out last fall winter season, but I could be lying. Don't quote me on that. Nonetheless, like I said, it really doesn't matter for me because I'm not paying retail for these shoes. You guys know I love an ugly, chunky shoe, so these are right up my alley. There is a black pair, a black plain leather pair that I have my eye on, as well as a chocolate brown calf hair pair. And the only reason I have not purchased those is because I have heard from several people that the Row runs really small. The black pair are in a 40. However, the pair that I really want, which is again the chocolate brown calf hair, because y'all, they are so good. They are in a size 39. So I'm not that pressed to just hop and get those right now. But I do have my eye on them. So there's that, the Row, Sabat, Sabot, Sabot. I would love to get my hands on those shoes. Ideally, I would love for them to go down even a little bit more in price. I want to say that they retailed for like $1,000 or $1,100, which, girl, I'm not paying that much for those shoes. Like, you're wildin'. Y'all know the Row be out here on 100 with their prices. So these are, I want to say, on the Real for $600 or $700, which is obviously a discount, but if I'm being honest, that's just not enough of a discount for me. So I'm gonna keep them in my wish list. The holidays are coming up, sale season is coming up, Black Friday is coming up, so I'm sure they will have some sort of additional promo going on. Let's hope and pray, because I really want those shoes. Not sure how this collar is going to hold up. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna fold her down because she's kind of giving me like, I don't know, bat wing energy, and I'm not really feeling it. Okay, so there's that. Number 3 on my shoe wish list. This is going to be either one or the other for these shoes. One of these pairs are definitely more like realistic and I could just get more wear out of them. But the other pair of these is just so good and I really want them, but they're practically sold out and I just don't know if I can find them. A, for the price that I want, and B, they're practically already gone. So we'll see about that. But the first pair of boots that are a pair of super chunky boots, and you guys are gonna be kind of surprised that I'm going to mention this because I'm gonna be selling another pair of boots, which is gonna be, again, a surprise to you all. Nonetheless, the first pair of boots in this category that I would love to get my hands on are the Prada Monolith over the knee chunky patent leather boots. You guys, I am obsessed with these boots. I mean, genuinely, I need to get my hands on these boots. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. And I know you're probably thinking, but girl, don't you have the Prada chunky boots with the little pouches and all the things? Yes, girl, I do, but I'm gonna sell those. We'll talk about that in the trend video that I do next. But yeah, I'll leave that there. The Prada patent leather over the knee monolith boots. They are so good. I have not seen them on everybody. I have not seen them all over Instagram. I don't know. Maybe it's just people I follow. Maybe it's just my Explore page, but I am obsessed with those boots. And sadly, they are sold out at a lot of places, but y'all know me, when I want to find something, I will absolutely find it. I believe that these retail for $1,200 or $1,300, which is crazy to say. But what's even crazier is I paid significantly more for my other Prada boots, believe it or not. So the fact that this is cheaper than those boots is absolutely wild to me, but those boots are amazing. I love that they are not only just like over the knee boots, but they're pretty much thigh high boots. The only issue or potential issue that I may have with them is them not fitting over my thighs. However, I have read that if you do have thicker legs, they actually fit better because obviously they just cling to your leg more. So that is a benefit if you are on the thicker side. This is something that I know I can get more wear out of. And I know you may be thinking, well, is that really true? Because you probably can't really wear it with jeans, which is true, or pants, which is true. However, personally, trust me when I say I would get my wear out of these boots. So I love these. Obsessed with these, would totally buy these. I'm not pressed to get them at this very present moment, but before the year is over or possibly at the top of the new year, I would love to have my hands on those boots. So there's that. Now, this next pair of boots is, you guys, these boots are so good, but honestly, I just know that with this style of boot, I really won't get a lot of wear out of it when it comes to my day-to-day lifestyle. This is definitely a pair of boots that honestly I would just wear like going out, going to dinner, brunch, something like that. But they are a pair of Jill Sander. I don't know the actual name of these, but I'm just going to call these the buckle knee-high boots. And specifically, I want these in the cream color. Girl, do you see these boots? No, do you see these boots? These boots are fire, but as you can see, this is not a pair of boots or a style of boot that I would honestly, like I said, get a lot of wear out of. I want to say in the US, these are retailing for close to $1,500. Definitely not paying that. I have seen them on other places that are outside of the US for closer to like $1,200 or $1,300, but that's still just absolutely out of the price that I'm willing to pay for these boots, again, because I just don't think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of these boots. Nonetheless, this is just a good boot to have when you want to step out and you want to give a look. Girl, you can't tell me these boots are not fire. I'm sorry, sis, you just can't. And these do also come in black with a gold buckle, but like I said, it is honestly the cream for me. You guys, those boots with what I'm wearing right now with like a cute little mini skirt or something, I can't. Like, I really am obsessed with these boots, and the more I talk about them, the more I want them. But like I said, I'm not even paying $13 for these. I would absolutely have to get these for like, at minimum, like minimum 40% off. Even that is still a lot for me because again, I just know that this is a boot that I would only pull out for special occasions. So we shall see. If I had to choose, the Prada pair would absolutely be the first pair out of these two that I would get. But would I love to get these as well? Of course, that's why they're on my wish list. So the next category is going to be outerwear. I only have 2 pieces under this category because they're expensive. But the first one is going to be Isabel Marant. There are 2 styles that I'm kind of going back and forth between that are pretty much similar in style, but I just haven't decided which one that I want to get. So obviously I'm just going to show you both, and depending on the price that I can get either one of the other 4, that's the one that I will get. The first item is going to be the Gwendia or Gwendaya, not sure, but it is a shearling gilet or vest by Isabel Marant. It is not Isabel Marant at all. It is from her main collection, and you guys, wow, do you see this vest? Do you see the shoulders? Do you see the shearling? Girl, I love this vest and I will absolutely be buying this vest. The sad part about it is that this vest in this particular style, again, there's another style that I'm going to show you that is similar to this, but this particular one is pretty much sold out everywhere. And when I say everywhere, trust me, I've done my research. With the exception of, I think, like one on my Teresa and one or two on Nordstrom in the other style that I'm going to show you, this vest is pretty much sold out everywhere, which just lets me know that that is how good this particular piece is. When people are willing to pay $1,000, yes sis, $1,100 in the US for an item, and it sells out before the sales even start, that's when you know it's a good piece. But this is the ideal one that I would get my hands on. But like I said, A, it's practically unavailable at this point, and B, I'm not paying $1,100 or even $1,200 because there's a couple of places in the US that it was sold or marked at $1,200. I've seen it as low as $880 on my Teresa. I'm tempted to buy it at $880, but there's something about that price that I just cannot get with when I feel like if I'm just a little bit more patient, I can possibly get it for a little bit cheaper, even though it is pretty much sold out. I just feel in my spirit, I can get it for cheaper than that. You guys, we are 2.5 weeks into November. The sales are about to start. So if there's anything that you want, please wait. Like, I beg of you, do not buy anything right now until at least the Friday, I don't know, before or after Thanksgiving. Everything is about to go on sale. So please add it to your wish list and just wait. And that is really what I'm trying to do. But yeah, like I said, this vest is pretty much sold out everywhere. But of course, there is another style that I would totally be just as happy with, and that is the Guendouzi. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it is also a shearling vest, as you can see on the screen. But as you can also see, there are like these really pretty threads of, I think, like pink and green and blue woven throughout, which is absolutely gorgeous. Again, I love this one just as much as I love the plain one, but the reality of it is I can definitely get more wear out of the one that is just plain shearling. However, I really do like this one as well. This one is a little bit more readily available. Nordstrom does have a few sizes of this. I want to say they were actually really small sizes, but as you can see, this is cut really big and boxy, so you can absolutely get away with sizing down probably 1 or 2 sizes in this because it looks to be cut really wide. Nonetheless, I do love this one, and like I said, this one is a little bit more readily available than the other style. However, just like the other one, I'm not willing to pay retail for this. I want to say this one is a little bit cheaper. I think it started at like $1,000. Which again is just not happening. I'm not paying that. So whether it's the plain one or this one, either one, I would obviously have to get on some sort of sale, ideally at least 40 to 50% off, like being the absolute bare minimum, because again, even half off of $1,000 or $1,100 is still $500 or $600, and that's still a lot. But I really do want to get my hands on one of these. This is something that I absolutely know I will have forever. Pretty much all of the Isabel Marant pieces that I have acquired over the past 5 or 6 years that I have really been investing in her, I have had. Maybe with the exception of 1 or 2 pieces that I've sold, I pretty much do have a majority of the things that I have purchased over the years from Isabel Marant, some being the collection pieces, some being from Étoile. So I know the quality is there. I know the craftsmanship is there. I just don't want to pay full price. That is the first thing on my outerwear wish list. And the second piece is actually a designer I randomly came across. I don't even know where I was looking, to be honest. I know it wasn't Instagram. I may have just been like searching the internet as I do, but I came across this particular designer, and it wasn't this coat that I initially saw. It was a different coat, but then when I did my deep dive into this designer, I found the coat that I would love to get my hands on. And the designer is Myra or Myra. I really don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna say Myra McCartney. Again, not quite sure. If you know, please help me to pronunciate the designer down below. But it is the check wrap French coat from McCartney. And you guys, I love this coat, and it's very bright for me. I would say over like the last year, I've really been into a lot of muted colors and tonal colors. I wouldn't say that's like my signature style, but just over the last year or so, I've really been gravitating towards neutrals and just more muted colors. But when I saw this, I don't know if it's like the wrap style, I don't know if it's the fringe, I don't know if it's the combination of all three, but I absolutely love this coat. It is 100% wool. It does come in at $1,100. Again, not willing to pay that. However, I can pretty much guarantee that this is going to be going on sale. All of the sizes are available on her website. Oh, now I remember, I saw it on Farfetch, okay? I saw this on Farfetch, and of course it caught my attention there, and then that's when I went to her actual website to do my deep dive, okay? So Farfetch is where I initially saw it. Nonetheless, it's pretty much sold out. This coat is pretty much sold out on Farfetch, but on her actual website, I wanna say every size is available, which is a great thing because for me, I have a really good, I don't know, uncanny ability to kind of gauge when something is pretty much going to be going on sale. And I can almost guarantee you that this coat will be going on sale at some point. Every size is available. Typically, when something is going to sell out, just like that Isabel Marant vest, regardless of the price, people are gonna buy it because they love it. However, on her website, all of the sizes are available, which for me is a great thing. So at some point when this does go on sale, ideally for 40 to 50 to 60% off, I would like to go ahead and order it, see how I like it in person, and you know, if it's a good fit, add this to my coat collection. Last but certainly not least, we are going to go over to accessories. In regards to clothing, those two outerwear pieces are really the only clothing items that I really want to get. Of course, there's smaller bits and bobs that, you know, I have in my wish list, but nothing that is just like so amazing or so grand that I felt like I needed to add in this video. So when it comes to clothing, that is all that I really have on my luxury wish list. So with that being said, we are going to hop into the last category, which are going to be accessories. I only have 3 things here, 2 of which are really not that expensive. 1 item, definitely not paying full price for. But the first item is just going to be another Acne Studios Pansy beanie. I have 3 of these. I had 4. I sold the red one, but I do have 3 of these and I absolutely love them. This is retailing for $160 on the Acne website. These are for me just like a winter must-have. So I would love to get my hands on the cream color. I do have the brown. I have a highlighter like neon green, as well as a like peachy pinky coral color, and I love all of those colors, but I do feel like I could go for just like a very simple cream color, and they do actually have that available. Something that I have realized just over the years of purchasing this beanie is that Acne only comes out with certain colors for that particular year. So last year I got my brown one. I purchased that one on Essence. I want to say they also had, yeah, I think last year I also purchased my neon green one from Shopbop. The pink one that I have, I purchased from Net-a-Porter the year before last, so in 2019. So something just to know is that they don't come out with all of the colors or all of the same colors every season, if that makes sense. But like I said, I would like to get this in the cream color. It's very neutral and very simple, and just obviously something that is easy to wear. This next item, again, is something that I'm probably gonna just go ahead and get sometime soon, but it is another Brandon Blackwood bag. I do have the denim, I want to say it's the Kendrick style from Brandon Blackwood. I did purchase that at the end of summer. I absolutely love that bag. If you don't know who Brandon Blackwood is, he is a black accessories designer, and you guys, his bags are so good, and I would love to get that exact same style of bag, same size, but in the chocolate brown shearling. You guys know how I feel about texture in the fall winter. If you did not catch my fall winter 21 trends video, definitely be sure to check that out. I talked about shearling, how obsessed I am with shearling, and as I mentioned in that video, I like to add shearling and texture by way of accessories. So this bag is right up my alley. It's $275, and I want to say that it is real shearling, which is an amazing price. Yeah, I actually do think this is real shearling now that I of think about it. So obviously that is a great price. I don't know anywhere else that you can get such a good item for $275. That is real shearling. So I love this. Definitely will be, like I said, purchasing this pretty soon because I just want to have this now. But yeah, would love to get my hands on the Brandon Blackwood shearling Kendrick bag. And last but not least, moving on to a girl who I spoke about earlier who does not use real leather or real shearling, is the Stella McCartney faux shearling Falabella bag. Now, if you know anything about Stella McCartney, if you've been following her pieces for years, you know that there are just pieces that she does time and time again, season after season, year after year. These pieces are signature Stella McCartney. She will never not do these pieces. And her Falabella bag, which comes in several styles, several variations, is one of them. And I actually had, at the same time that I had those boots in my wish list on Net-a-Porter, I also had a faux shearling bag that I want to say was from her fall winter 20 collection. I don't know, either it was her fall winter 19 collection or her fall winter 20 collection, but I had a bag in my wish list and it went down to, I want to say like $550 or $600, and honestly I just wasn't willing to pay that. Of course I know it retailed for around about $1,100, but even still with 50% off, I just wasn't willing to pay that, and of course it sold out. But I still want to get my hands on some variation of a faux shearling bag from Stella McCartney. The one that I would like to get my hands on this season is Gold Hardware, which is right up my alley. And it's kind of like a metallic gold or like a glossy shearling. I don't even know how to really describe it, but obviously you can see on the screen what it looks like. But the thing is, I can't really say what collection or season this is from. Net-a-Porter actually had the bigger like shoulder version of this bag. That is the one that I would like to get, but I don't know where it's available. So I'm gonna assume that was a part of, I guess, the fall winter 20 collection, and maybe I just missed it. However, my Teresa currently has the mini version of that bag on their website. So I don't know exactly what year or season that particular style is from. But ideally, like I said, I would like to get my hands on the larger version just because you guys know I am a big bag girl, especially during the fall and winter months. However, I'm not opposed to the mini version of this bag. I'm just not paying $13.60 for it because I believe that is how much my Teresa currently has her retailing. So we'll see. Like I said, I do need to do a little bit more research on the bigger version because I cannot find it anywhere. But of course, I will also keep my eye on the mini version and hope and assume that it will go on sale at some point once sale season comes around. All right, ladies, that is it. That is everything that I have on my wish list for the current fall and upcoming winter season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what items down below you have on your luxury wish list and which items you are just not about to pay full price for. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, sis, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button down below, and while you're there, hit the bell notification so you are notified when I upload a new video. Check out my blog, CHANELFILES.com. Follow me over on Instagram. Like I always say, that is probably where you are going to see a majority of these items before you see them here. So be sure to follow me over on Instagram. And last but certainly not least, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.